Hey, Autoverse family, buckle up because we're bringing you the hottest reveals from this year's SEMA Show in Las Vegas. From rally-inspired concepts to raw street power, this lineup is insane. And we had such a controversial weekend on motorsports. Keep watching. Welcome to the weekly news on Autoverse. Don't forget to subscribe and consider leaving a like. Autoverse fam, it's that time of year again. We're revving up for the 2024 SEMA Show in Las Vegas. That is actually happening. It started on November 5th and is still ongoing until November 8th. This year's SEMA promises to be a wild ride with the biggest names in the business: Ford, Dodge, Toyota, and more, all bringing their best and boldest. If you've been itching to see the latest in automotive innovation, this is the place to be. We're talking 1.2 million square feet packed with high-octane displays, about 2,000 exhibitors, and over 1,500 brand new products. SEMA's not just about showing off cars, it's a full immersion into the latest tech, trends, and designs in the auto world. Now, here's the scoop. SEMA isn't open to the general public, but don't worry, you can still snag tickets to Industry Night for an evening of outdoor displays, live music, and a peek at some of the incredible vehicles on show. Plus, if you want to level up, VIP tickets get you access to exclusive viewing areas, charging stations, and more. Let's kick things off with an icon reborn. Ford is bringing back the spirit of the Lightning with the F-150 FP700S. Part of Ford's new custom garage program, this 2024 F-150 single-cab street truck gets a massive boost with a 700-horsepower supercharged 5.0-liter V8. That's right, a true muscle truck with 590 lb-ft of torque, all going straight to the rear wheels. The package includes a catback exhaust, fender vents, and lowering springs, giving this truck a mean street stance and serious performance chops. And the best part? The upgrades are fully warranted when installed by an authorized dealer. Ford's bringing back the muscle truck era, and we're here for it. But that's not all from Ford. They've also got Clyde, a custom 1969 F-100 beast packing over 900 horsepower. Clyde's got 5.2-liter V8 with a massive 3.8-liter supercharger, carbon fiber panels, and coilover suspension. Ford is pulling out all the stops with Clyde, a tribute to raw power and custom builds. Sadly, you can't buy this one, but it's worth seeing for the nostalgia and sheer power alone. Alright, now let's dive into Toyota's newest beast unveiled at SEMA 2024, the GR86 Rally Legacy. This concept is Toyota's latest nod to its rally roots, channeling the iconic vibe of the Celica GT4 rally cars of the 90s. But here's the twist, this isn't just a throwback in design, it's got a heart transplant from none other than the GR Corolla. Here's what's under the hood. Toyota swapped out the GR86's standard 2.4-liter flat-4 for the GR Corolla's turbocharged 3-cylinder, cranking out 300 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Plus, it's packing an all-wheel drive system and a custom racing suspension. This setup gives it the chops for some serious rally action. Toyota didn't stop at the powertrain, though. They threw in a custom intercooler, oil cooler, and a race-spec ECU to push performance. And if you're wondering how they squeezed it all into the GR86's compact frame, it took a total rework of the chassis, including a custom subframe, mounts, and even swapping out the rear axle setup with that of the GR Corolla. Looks-wise, Toyota absolutely nailed it. The GR86 Rally Legacy sports a halo white paint job with a classic red and green livery inspired by the legendary Castrol-sponsored Celica GT4. It's got red mud flaps, a bold rally spoiler, and rally lights that scream retro rally legend. Step inside, and it's race-ready with a full roll cage, racing seats, and 6-point harnesses. Now, don't get too excited about seeing this exact setup in showrooms, it's a concept for now. But with Toyota pushing the boundaries, maybe they're hinting at a more powerful, AWD version of the GR86 in the future. What do you guys think? Would you miss the rear-wheel drive? Or is the AWD and turbo package too good to pass up? And speaking of Toyota, they've also brought two unique off-road SUVs, the open-top Land Cruiser ROX and 4Runner TRD Surf. Both vehicles embrace an adventure-ready design, complete with folding soft tops and surf-ready features. It's Toyota's way of saying, hit the dunes or the trails in style. But wait, Dodge is here to make some noise, too. Even though the Hemi engine's era might be coming to a close, Dodge hasn't given up on big V8 power. They're showcasing their Elephant 426 and Dragpack 354 engines as standalone blocks. So, if you've ever dreamed of building your own Hemi-powered monster, the Elephant's 1,000 horsepower potential might be calling your name. These blocks will be available to order in 2025, priced around $8,815 for the Elephant and $10,570 for the Dragpack. Next up, Nissan has officially gone drift crazy with their latest SEMA concept, the Frontier Tarmac. Imagine taking a rugged Frontier pickup and turning it into a lowered street truck, purpose-built for drifting. Sounds insane, right? Well, Nissan made it happen, teaming up with drift legend Chris Forsberg and the team at Forsberg Racing to create a drift machine unlike anything else on the road. Under the hood, they kept the 3.8-liter V6 but added a water-cooled supercharger, Nismo carbon fiber cold air intake, and a custom exhaust, giving this beast 440 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, all rear-wheel drive, of course. And it's not just about raw power. This truck's got massive 15-inch two-piece rotors, custom Nismo brake calipers, and a special hydraulic handbrake designed just for drifting. Out back, you'll find twin brake calipers on each rear wheel for that perfect drift angle control. Visually, this thing's a stunner, with a wide-body kit, carbon fiber fenders, hood, and even a carbon tonneau cover, all drenched in Nissan's new afterburn orange paint. Inside, you get retro seats and a carbon fiber trimmed steering wheel. And with the slammed, custom Nismo suspension, this truck sits low. We're talking 4 to 6 inches off the ground, making it a true street beast. Forsberg summed it up best: 20 years ago, a performance truck was the coolest thing. And now, Nissan is bringing that vibe back with a vengeance. So, what do you think, Autoverse family? Ready to see a Frontier tearing up the drift scene? Let us know, and hit that subscribe button for more wild rides straight from SEMA. So, guys, which one of these amazing builds would you want to take for a spin? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're as excited about these reveals as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest from SEMA 2024 and beyond. Now let's step on motorsports. We've got some thrilling news from the NASCAR Cup Series. Ryan Blaney just secured his spot in the championship floor with a dramatic victory at Martinsville, but not without a hefty dose of controversy. In a nail-biting finish, Blaney raced from 3 seconds behind Chase Elliott, taking the lead with just 14 laps to go. This was a must-win situation for him, and he delivered with flying colors, expressing his pride in the team's effort. To have another shot at a championship is special, he said post-race. Joining Blaney in the championship floor will be Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and William Byron. But the real drama unfolded around Christopher Bell, who was on the verge of clinching the final spot until he was penalized after a controversial finish. Bell was trying to maneuver around Bubba Wallace on the last lap when he rode the wall to secure a position, an act that drew comparisons to Ross Chastain's infamous move last year. NASCAR deemed it a safety violation, eliminating Bell from contention. Adding to the intrigue, there were whispers that Wallace might have intentionally given up his position to aid Bell, based on scanner audio from Wallace's team discussing tire issues during the race. Meanwhile, Chevy drivers faced scrutiny after Austin Dillon's team was heard suggesting he held back from passing Byron. The race had its share of ups and downs. Martin Truex Jr. started strong but fell victim to a speeding penalty, while Elliott initially led before changing his pit strategy late in the race. Blaney, Elliott, and others fought hard in the final laps, but it was Blaney who emerged victorious. Looking ahead, Blaney will defend his title next week in Phoenix, and it'll be a battle to watch. Will Team Penske clinch their third consecutive championship, or can Byron snag Hendrick Motorsport's 15th title? We'll find out soon. Now we dive into the chaos of the São Paulo Grand Prix. Max Verstappen delivered a spectacular performance, clinching victory after starting in P17, marking his first race win since June. The race was filled with drama, changing weather conditions, and an unexpected double podium for Alpine. The excitement began even before the race, with Lance Stroll spinning off during the formation lap. This led to confusion, as pole-sitter Lando Norris and several others left the grid while some cars remained stationary. Norris, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, and Liam Lawson are now under investigation for starting procedure infringements. When the race finally kicked off, George Russell made an impressive start, taking the lead from Norris while Verstappen began his march through the field. However, the dynamic weather quickly changed the race's landscape. A red flag was thrown on lap 32 after a crash involving Franco Colapinto, just as Russell and Norris had pitted, losing valuable track position. As the race resumed with Esteban Ocon leading from Verstappen and Pierre Gasly, another safety car period followed a crash for Carlos Sainz. After the restart, Verstappen surged to the front and dominated the remainder of the race, crossing the finish line with an impressive 19.477-second lead. It was also a fantastic day for Alpine, with Ocon and Gasly securing P2 and P3, respectively, propelling the team from 9th to 6th in the constructors' standings, a remarkable achievement given their struggles this season. George Russell finished 4th for Mercedes, followed by Charles Leclerc in 5th and Norris in 6th, who lost ground to Verstappen in the championship race. McLaren's Oscar Piastri initially crossed the line in 7th but received a 10-second time penalty for a collision with Lawson, dropping him to 8th, allowing Tsunoda to move up to 7th. Lewis Hamilton secured the final point in 10th place after battling back from lower positions, while Sergio Perez finished just outside the points in P11. As for retirements, Carlos Sainz and Franco Colapinto did not finish due to their respective crashes, and Nico Hülkenberg was black flagged before the race restart. Stroll, after his spin, did not start the race, and Alex Albon couldn't participate as Williams could not repair his car in time following a crash during qualifying. Looking ahead, the 2024 season is gearing up for its closing stages, with a triple header of races starting with the Las Vegas Grand Prix from November 21st to 23rd. Make sure to check out the Race Hub for all the details on how to follow the action from the Las Vegas Strip Circuit. Stay tuned for more updates here on Autoverse. That's all, folks. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. See you in the next video from Autoverse.